Yo, what's up, good people? This is Hawggy, in the place to be, representing live and exclusively right here on Ribshack TV. And tonight, we're going to discuss big stompy robots, but in a very different perspective. 7 years ago, or we're about when we were talking about big stompy robots, we were talking about Battletech, right? We were talking about a completely different IP. Now, there's a lot of different IPs for big stompy robots over the years, right? We got Battletech, Robotech, Heavy Gear. Gosh, what are the other ones? This one, stomped around some robots. I think it was, God, man, I can't remember the name of it. It was a PvP game that didn't last all that long. Tribes doesn't count. But anyway, we've been running around, stomping, shooting, blowing things up, flying, actually, in robots for a while. And right about now, what I'm going to do is talk about my perspective on the armored core aspect of big stompy robots, because I'm kind of new to it. I mean, it doesn't mean I wasn't aware of its existence. It just means that, you know, I'm PCMR, man, so I only have a PC. You know, I've had a couple consoles over the years, and I do literally mean that. I've had a SNES, I've had a 360, I've had a PS1, and you know, they were all great, they were awesome, and the games that are on those systems are just beautiful. If Nintendo made games for PC, I'd jump on them too. But I'm just saying that I don't really delve into the war, as people like to put it, between the consoles or the computer itself. I just recognize that this is the place for me. So that's a pretty interesting perspective to have when talking about this, especially if this is the first time that you've ever been around this stuff. And it's not necessarily my first time. I've seen it back in the day across different PlayStations, but a lot of people were clamoring for this to come out. I mean, and when it did, it came out across a lot of different platforms, much like MGS5, if I'm not mistaken. And I wanted to take into account that this is originally a console IP, and now it's here on my PC. So we're going to talk about that. But first and foremost, though, I will have to say that when it comes down to Sony stuff, I jump on it more readily than Microsoft. Now, that isn't to say that this isn't magic, because it is. It is magic. But this is arcane magic. I'm not kidding, man. This is the best controller I have ever put my mitts on. Man, I love this thing. It's awesome. It's great. I wouldn't trade it in for anything other than maybe the DualSense 2 that's due to come out soon, because hey, man, they make game machines and you need peripherals to talk to those game machines. I'm not going to show you my PC ones because they're cheap, but this and that one, they're awesome for things like this. And I possess all three types of wireless console controllers from, I guess, the AAA consoles. I got a Switch running around here somewhere. It's in possession of my daughter right now, so don't ask. But like I said, if they decided to make Zelda for my box right here, I would run it and play it. I'm not totally sure I would do it on a Switch controller, but man, we're going all around the world. That's only because we're still talking about games, right? And again, I'm just giving you my perspective on how I see these wonderful console IPs showing up on my box, man. It is one of the most wonderful things to have, because first of all, I don't need the machine that matches this. That one does. I don't need that other one. And that's great, because I could afford to use that money to spend on other things, like virtual reality helmets that don't really, you know, I mean, like, they add value to my box, but it's, I guess one would say, a higher value until we see what the PSVR 2 looks like. We all know that consoles and their VR capabilities aren't coming close to the PC capabilities when it comes down to VR. Let's just be honest, that's why they cost the way that they cost. And we're not going to talk about that other crazy one that costs more than a VR rig altogether. That's due out soon. But we will talk about big stompy robots on my computer, and how fun they are to play, and how different this take is on big stompy robots that I'm used to. Man, this thing can move, scoot. I mean, it big time, man. It moves faster than a spider. But it's a different realm, different zone. I don't even know how you control the thing. Like, where's the dude at? They say I'm augmented human flesh 621, I believe, in this game. So, anyway, let's take a look at how I look at it, man. First of all, I'm at the garage, and this, I guess, is the home spot. I'm a mercenary, just like you are in most mech warrior situations, unless you're rocking with the Children of Karinsky. And, well, I think, and you guys know I'm new to this, PC guy, you're after this resource called Coral. And I guess we've been doing that for a while. I mean, it's kind of like Dune, the spice, all that good stuff. Everything revolves around energy, even now, kind of always has, right? So, having said that, we're fighting other mercenary groups, and I'm pretty sure that the whole story itself is going to get into something more, I guess, deep. But for right now, I'm just shooting up, different bad guys in different locations that work with different factions. So again, the story is rather shallow right now, unless you, already understand how this IP universe works, and I don't. So I'm hoping to kind of get introduced to it. It's clear that the game is introducing combat to me rather slowly, and the ability to replay missions, I've been told by some cats on my friends list that are quite familiar with the Armored Core IP, that you should kind of just spam these missions and do them. And I mean, again, they're fun. I did a few of them more than once. They're pretty cool. They're interesting. I think I need to dig around a little bit more while I'm doing them. That might be one part of this that I'm missing. And I went and checked out some different tips and tricks that a beginner would want to look at, because I don't know, man. I think this IP has been missing in action for over a decade. I didn't necessarily do my homework on it. Once again, man, when things that are usually on console come out on PC, and I'm at least halfway interested, like some things I didn't pick up, I mean, you can't afford every freaking game, right? The more games you buy, the less hardware you can afford, right? So I'd say maybe 2/3 of the Sony library that came to PC I've gotten a hold of, and I definitely felt that I couldn't miss this one. Of course, it went to everybody's library, which is cool. I mentioned earlier that I thought it was only going to go to the PlayStation and the PC, similar to Death Stranding, but I was mistaken. It's all good. Alright, so we're not going to do this yet. I just wanted to show you that and a little bit of the training, and you can test out your AC, see how it works. This is the current mission that I'm on now. And I'm not going to do a brand new mission while I'm on with y'all, because you'll just hear me fussing. Probably get my butt kicked. I've been trying to do one without getting hit at all, but I mean, I hate to say this. I got to get good because I hit the wrong button often. It is what it is. Alright, so this is where you fix out your AC with different parts and pieces that you can purchase while you're out pilfering in the battlefield. So that is a pulse blade. Looks really, really, really cool. And this is all the different kind of right arm weapons I've got. And again, there's a lot of specs on the bottom, and you can tell this game is definitely for your min-max kind of cat. It tells you what kind of slugs you're shooting there on the right of the part specs. I believe what that's regular. I don't have any rocket launchers yet. Can't afford them. But maybe we'll get some money after we do this next mission. I got a double rocket launcher on my back. I got a shield there that I keep forgetting that I got, which will probably help me resist getting shot. I do that a lot, but not that much. I don't stink that much, but you'll see. Anyway, I painted this thing up, put some decals on it, and you can make a goofy little emblem for your license there, and that's what I got. Like a little bit of personalization, I believe, and I think when you get midway through the game, or I don't know this is coming soon, an arena thing where you could do the MP stuff. Let's see how that goes. A lot of these Sony games that port over to PC, the MP aspect isn't that good. Now, I don't know if this is cross-platform. If it is, that's going to be scary, because I'm going to get my ass kicked by some Sony guys and probably some Xbox people too, because they're better at using these than I am. So, I mean, I'm not trying to give excuses or anything. I'm just saying that, I would say 70% of my gaming comes from using PC-only peripherals. And I got one that's similar to this, but my joystick and my mouse and my KB are not. So, it is what it is, man. We'll get our butt kicked out there a little bit. So, let's replay this one and see how it goes, and I'm going to let y'all go. But that is pretty much my perspective on this IP coming to PC. In a nutshell, I think it's hot. I mean, this game is really addictive. I thought Sekiro was good, and you know, again, big up to From Software. They make some good stuff. I started with them back with the Tenchu series on my PS1, and I was, you know, more or less satisfied. They redeemed themselves with Sekiro, and I know I need to get Elden Ring at some point, but this tickles my fancy a little bit more than that does. So let's go get some booms on. Alright. Here, check this out, man. It's kind of cool.
所詮はボース社の量産 MT その寄せ集めに過ぎん。
Robo targets.
独立傭兵レイブン。前回の働きで貴様は一定の実力を示した。用いるに足る傭兵であることを再び示してみせろ。
A lot of misses. See, that was pretty cool. I'm sure they'll get hotter. And man, when you kill bosses on this, the slow-mo cam is sick. I think there's one here. Yeah, I got to fight another AC fella. He moves around like I can, not like I do. Yeah, man, this is I'm telling you, and the jiggles worth on this is so sweet. The force feedback or whatever, and then the haptic, I still need to learn how to turn that on. I will one day. You know, I got people telling me that I gotta buy Spider-Man and all kind of like figure it out one day. Alright. Let's see if we can run through this and take minimal damage. Excuse me, I just turned the HDR off. The first time I tried to stream this, it crashed. And I don't know why, so I just went through my menu, turning some stuff off, and man, boy, this looks better. The colors are more rich with the high dynamic range turned off. Sweet game. One day I'll be good at it. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Man. Okay, we boot up. And no kidding, I got kind of excited at the beginning of this mission because they said destroy combat helicopters. And I was like, oh, great. That'd be fun. Well, not really, because they're all parked. That's real fun. Let's shoot helicopters on the ground. Yeah. Don't judge me, man. I don't know how to play this Pharaoh that well. One of these days I'll get good at it, though. Oh, I forgot I have shield. Excuse me. Yeah, this is bullet hell, ain't it? Oh, okay, I got staggered. I'm starting to learn about that, so I can stagger you like you stagger them. Kind of like Sekiro. I actually played through that whole freaking game without understanding stamina. Well, my first playthrough. Yeah, first time. It was hard. A lot of cussing. Glad I didn't stream that. Ooh, excuse me. Look at that. Oh, not big guy. Held it. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, that's a big boy. Who's that? Is that a... Yeah. I think that's... Yeah, that's cool dude right here. Okay. Ow! Ow! Oh, boy. Don't kill me, mate. Haha. You're on your butt now. Ow! It's still fun. Alright, man. I'm out of here. I just wanted to show that to you. Yes. Hi, Matt. Matt asks, how's the game? It's perfect. Mech games are fun. Mm-hmm. Get it. Alright, bye. I'm gone. That was fun. Died in front of everybody, embarrassingly.